The versatile Deebo Samuel. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Shamrocks and the Rams on Thursday night.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That's Bourne. Got it on the slam. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
When you look at this defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going.
Touchdown, LA!
Cooper Kupp,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Jones now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second and a long way to go.
Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Right side, Thornton with it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Kupp.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Short throw, it's Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Here's Moss. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he returns this to the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks use the short field to get in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd and 5. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League. Back now in Los Angeles. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. Purdy.
Flush to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And taken right at the 35. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 6. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
Now he's free at the 35. Cooper Kupp.
Touchdown, LA!
Cooper Kupp
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Rams strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So now the story changes. Trailing by a point. A little over 1.5 minutes remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Here's Purdy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw is Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Purdy to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.